So is it true that you've summited Mount Everest?
Yeah, I did in 1997. That's a past life. I was a lot younger. It was very eventful. Make a long story short, after summiting, coming down, I was not able to spit out the phlegm in my throat and was kind of choking to death on my phlegm. And Ed Viester saved my life. You know, I live a pretty active lifestyle. You know, I work out a lot. I spend a lot of time in the mountains. I do a lot of hiking. So I go to Nepal quite a bit, and I've been to Nepal probably about 15 times. In 2023, I went to Everest Base Camp. We didn't realize it at the time, but we had COVID circulating among the guys that were on that trek, and we all would get COVID. We didn't know it, and I got COVID probably around 14,000 feet, and continued to hike up to around 17,000 feet, and I ended up turning around because I was really sick and winded. I ended up getting evacuated on a helicopter out of Tengboche Monastery to Kathmandu, and I had full-on COVID and full-on pulmonary edema. And I was concerned in 2023 if, you know, once you get pulmonary edema, you know, you're told it's easy to get again. And I was concerned that my altitude days and trekking in Nepal was going to be over. This year, in 2025, I went back to Nepal, and I talked to Dr. Logan before I left, and he has what I call a high altitude protocol for people that travel to like Colorado or Nepal that are going to be at altitude. Certain supplements that he'll give us. So I took those supplements and arrived in Nepal in April of this year, and I took all of Dr. Logan's supplements that he specifies for altitude and acclimation, and I had no issues at all with any altitude problems at all. I didn't have any periodic breathing episodes at night, which you get when you go up in altitude. No headaches, no nausea, nothing. I monitored my blood oxat level throughout the trek, and it was 95 when I was at 18,000 feet, so it was pretty good. I'm 63 years old, so I got to be careful, but man, this worked. And so it's going to give me a few more years of high altitude trekking in Nepal.